Have you ever wished you could take a panorama? Actually, it's pretty easy to do in Photoshop. As you can see here, directly off the camera, I have 6 pictures lined up right up here. Here's the first one, and this picture is going to be going from the from the right to the left. So watch as I turn the camera. So here's the second picture. It's a little bit farther over to the left, and then the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So let's go through those pictures. Here's the first, second picture, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth picture there. As you can see, it's pretty little nice thing. It's a beautiful park there, but you can't get all the scenic beauty in just one picture. So I wanted to take a series of pictures and then figure out how to stitch them together so you can see the whole beautiful area there. So how do we do this? In Photoshop, it's actually very simple to do. Click on File, and it's under actually the Automate menu. The Automate basically has automated features where Photoshop's going to figure out how to do something automatically for you. So click on Photo Merge, and now the Photo Merge dialog box appears, and it wants to know what pictures do you want to merge together. You can either browse for the pictures, but I'm going to use Add Open File since I already have them open on the screen. So I click that, and then Photoshop automatically lists the pictures right there. Now to tell Photoshop to stitch them together and make one big massive panorama, it's very simple to do. Click OK. Now Photoshop's going to look at each picture and see where they match, where they line up, and all the details, and then it's going to start aligning them together and then eventually producing one big panorama, which is actually pretty cool. It can do that. Now depending on the speed of your computer, it may go real fast or it may go a little bit slower. It just depends on how fast and how much memory your system has. This should be done here hopefully in about 20 seconds. Or maybe even a little bit faster, who knows. And cool, it's done. And ta-da, there it is. You can see all the pictures have been aligned to put together into one big panorama. Now some of you may be wondering, well, what about these edges here? Well, that's actually just a natural part because of the physics of the camera. There's going to be a curvature, and so in order to be able to put them together, there's always going to be a small rough edge that you're probably going to have to trim off. But hey, most panoramas are big enough that you still get the cool key ingredients that you need out of the picture. Now you may be wondering, well, how do I get rid of this edge? Well, actually, the best thing I recommend is to take the crop tool and to just drag it right on inside so you're within the boundaries of the edges. And I'm just doing this real quick here. And once you got inside the edges, then you can just go ahead, press enter or the commit button up at the top menu, and there you go, you have your panorama. How cool is that? So now you can see what all 6 pictures, when they're combined, produce. Now you may be wondering, what is this over here? These are actually the 6 images, and you can see as I turn them off how they're all blended. So there's the first picture. Then here's how it blends with the second picture. Blends with the third. How much it used of the fourth. The fifth. And which wasn't actually very much. And finally the sixth. And ta-da! How cool is that? If you want to merge them all together as one, you can always go to Layer and then Flatten Image. And then it produces basically one big solid image that you can save, share with your friends, post to whatever social media sites you want. You know, it's your picture, you can do with it as you want. But the best thing about it is it produces kind of a cinematic effect that people look at and they go, whoa, this is cool. How did you ever do this? And of course, since you know Photoshop, you can just smile and say, hey, I'm a good photographer. You know, they don't need to know how you did it. It's your little secret. Anyway, I hope this helps.